This is the Anycubic Cobra 3D FDM printer. It packs a large punch for a very budget-friendly consumer. Today we're going to do an unboxing. I'm going to see how quick the assembly is, and we'll do a few test prints. Stay tuned. Alright, so like I said, this is the Anycubic Cobra. The website advertises that it's a 4-piece modular design, which allows the printer to be assembled in just 10 minutes. I'm going to test that myself. Maybe we'll be generous and negate some of the time it takes to take it out of the box. But in either case, I'm going to start the stopwatch and see just how long it takes. Before I get into that, let's talk about a little bit of the specs. The print space is advertised to be 220 millimeters length, 220 millimeters width, 250 millimeters in height. That translates to 8.6 inches by 8.6 inches by 9.8 in height. So, not a bad amount of space. It's advertised to be a direct extruder. Has an auto leveling, as they call it, LeviQ 25-point leveling system along the plate. Auto leveling. Has a spring steel heated bed and a 4.3-inch LCD touchscreen. Optimum printing speed is said to be 80 by 100 millimeters per second. Nozzle temperature reaches up to 260 degrees Celsius. And the optimal printing materials is the usual PLA, ABS, I would venture to say also ASA, PETG, and TPU. Currently, it's on Anycubic's website on sale at the time of this filming at $199. Extremely budget friendly. I bought this with my own money, so this review is just me showing you what I got for what I paid for. Also on Anycubic's website, they offer free express shipping, 14-day no reason return, a 30-day after sales guarantee, and a 1-year warranty for this and any other 3D printer that you may purchase from them. So, without any ado, let's jump into how long this takes to assemble. think we're good. All right. Hardly 10 minutes. I think what we're looking at here is about 18. Even 18 minutes is not bad. Could maybe say 15 if I was a little more proficient. Maybe I could get to 12. I don't know about 10. I mean, if you're regularly assembling these things, maybe. But you would already have to be pretty darn proficient and know exactly what screw goes where. But I can't be too nitpicky. My other 3D printer, which you may or not be able to hear in the background, I'm actually using it right now. It's an Elegoo. Elegoo Neptune X to be exact, and that's actually what you saw in the intro. It's been a very good printer for me. I can say that one took much longer than 18 minutes to put together. And the directions were not as good as this. So I can say that I am actually pleased with how easy it was to put together. I'm just not buying into the whole 10 minutes.
Moments later.
When you have a STL file, that's just the general 3D image. From there you then have to import it into slicing software, and in this case I use the PersaSlicer. When you use the PersaSlicer, you're going to have to make sure that it has all the correct config settings for the type of printer that you will be using. So I randomly went on to Thingiverse and just found a shelf bracket because I figured I would just put a shelf together.
And infill is just what it sounds like. It's how much inside of the object is plastic. I wanted about 70%. So you slice it, from there you get your G code. And it's telling me that I have about 7 hours worth of print time. From there you want to load it into your SD card. Save it. Then you can insert it into your printer.
$3,000 later.
So before I wrap up, a little parting wisdom. As soon as you assemble everything, check to make sure all the connections are not loose, specifically the bearings. I found that the print plate was a little loose right out of the box. On the back side, ensure that you flip the switch to 115 volts. It's preset for, I think it was 240, 220, something like that. Ensure that your print is auto leveled. So make sure you follow your directions and you go through and do that auto leveling feature. Final word of advice, don't know how true it is. I read on a forum that someone was having issues with a specific model, the Anycubic Cobra. They stated that they were having trouble with their prints, and it wasn't until that they used their test print to make that owl that already comes on the SD card that they started to have successful prints. I don't know how true that is, but it's what I read, so I wanted to pass that along if you do purchase this particular model. I also advise that you do that anyway, because if you're a beginner, even if you're not a beginner, those already come preloaded optimal settings for that print. So if something's wrong, it'll help you with troubleshooting later.
Well, there you have it. The Anycubic Cobra. For assembly, I'd give 5 stars. For price, I would give 5 stars. For print quality, I would give it a 4. And for speed, I would give it a 3. All in all, it's a solid machine. I would give it a good 4 stars. Thank you for watching. I'm Dennis, your local IT guy. Have a good one.